It's a saw blade with a chainsaw on the end of it. What could go wrong? I was having a few beers the other day, minding my own business as you do, and maybe I might have had one or two too many, I don't know. Because I ended up in my bloody favourite place again. I tell you what, cell phones, Pete and beer are not a good mix. You end up buying a whole lot of crap that you can't even remember what you brought the next day. And then you go and check your credit card statements and find out, ooh-wee, somebody's been buying shit on my card. Anyway, my friends, I ended up spending, I think it was $257. You heard me right, $257. And for the life of me, I can't remember half the shit I brought. I must have brought the bloody stuff because it's ended up here. The courier just bloody dropped it off. So I said to myself, Pete, what did you actually buy for $250? Let's have a bloody look. Tell you what, I should have brought myself a new bloody knife. This one wouldn't cut butter. Look at all this crap, guys. Why would somebody buy this rubbish? Why would anyone even buy some of this crap? As soon as you rip the bag open, it's like saying, my God, Pete, what have you been doing? I brought this thing here. It looks like some sort of a tin opener thing. According to my paperwork, it's a tin opener. And it costs $3.89. Next up, we've got a fireproof cloth. We're going to test this out in the next video, see if it's actually bloody fireproof. And this one cost $9.45. Check this baby out. We've got some 45-inch long zip ties, or so they reckon. Don't look like 45 inches or 48 inches to Pete. Maybe it's Chinese measurements. I brought these as 48 inches long. Now I know size doesn't matter, but this is friggin' ridiculous. And they cost $1 each. 48 inches, my ass. I know things seem a bit bigger when you've had a few, but that's friggin' ridiculous. Next up, we've got this zappy looking thing. This is supposed to be a stainless steel cutting disc, and this sucker costs $10. Next up, we've got a high pressure cleaning gun. Now this is supposed to be able to clean your truck in 3 seconds flat, and it costs $15. Jesus, Pete, how much of this crap did you buy? What have we got in here, guys? Are you guys in it like me? You're always losing your pen and pencils? So I brought 50 of the bastard. No more losing pencils for Pete. These cost $10. So what's that, 50 divided by 10? Well, it's not much anyway. Now we start getting to the good stuff. Well, at least the dangerous looking stuff. You know, me and chainsaw attachments don't really see eye to eye. Check this out. It's a saw blade with a chainsaw on the end of it. What could go wrong? And would you believe it? You can cut your arm off for only $15. Now this blade comes with instructions, but it doesn't tell you how to use the blade. All it says is this: warning, big flashing lights. Warning, to avoid danger of suffocation, keep this plastic bag away from babies and children. Do not put this bag in cribs, beds, carriages, or playpens. This bag is not a toy, made in China. Now guys, make sure you get rid of the plastic bag, but you can give the saw blade to the baby to play with, no worries at all. And we've got another dangerous looking blade. This one doesn't quite look as terrifying as this one, but I think this one is designed for an angle grinder. What could go wrong, guys? What could go wrong? And this one is $12. It's like Christmas time in Pete's workshop today, and we've got some gaffer tape. They call it gaffer tape. I call it insulation tape, electrical tape. 5 rolls for $1.79. But I've got a sneaking suspicion those Chinese baskets have only sent me little rolls of tape. What did I say? You'd be lucky if there's 10 metres of tape on that roll, so you might as well save your money and buy a bigger bloody roll in the first place, Pete. Oh, I don't know, our Chinese friends. Now we've got some do-it-yourself stainless steel hose clips. You can just cut off what you need and make the hose clip the size you want. I reckon that's pretty cool. $10. Stay tuned for another video to see if they actually work, my friends. This is, don't know what's in here, but it's very light. How many beers did I have when I bought this shit, guys? What did I buy? I brought a whole lot of polystyrene bubble wrap. There's nothing in here. There's nothing bloody in here. You know how they say size doesn't matter? Well, it certainly doesn't with these magnets. My giddy aunt, look how bloody small they are. They didn't look that small in the bloody picture when I brought them. What a friggin' joke. Now we've got 25, you heard it, 25 4-inch cutting discs for $15. Now at that price, these have got to be crap. But I'm going to put them to the test later in the week and see if they just fly to bits or what they do. And they are the thin ones too, guys. Look at this. Look how thin they are. I find that the thin ones actually work better because you don't lose so much friggin' metal. And what I've also realised is that if you have one of those cheap battery grinders and you use a normal thickness disc, it seems to run the battery down really quick. Whereas if you use these really thin discs, wow, is that thin or is that thin? Then these on a battery grinder seem to last a little bit longer. But that's only my thoughts. Maybe my battery grinder's just cheap and nasty. I also brought one of these ratchet tie strap things because I wanted to test out the strengths. This cost $10 and it's supposed to be able to hold 1,000 kilos. So to test out if it actually can hold that weight, I also brought one of these. It's a scale that can lift up to 1.5 ton. Check it out. This is supposed to be able to measure 1.5 ton. It's a digital scale, it's got a remote, it's got a reasonable looking hook, so time will tell if it's value for money or not. This cost about $75. What else we got? I got 3 foam grinding disc things, maybe they're polishing discs, I don't know. Can't remember buying half this shit. Let me see, these were $10. Probably never ever used them in my life. Why do I buy this rubbish? We got some car polish shit here. That's $8. What's in here, guys? Here's another thing that size doesn't matter in China, obviously. I brought this. It looked like it was about as big as my hand. Look at the size of it. It's supposed to be a phone charger that you wind up in case the end of the world happens, so you can still receive your text messages when all around you's dying. Obviously, size doesn't matter in China. This was $8. I think this is some grinding discs. I've also brought the cheapest grinding discs I could find. I want to compare them with the ones that we buy here in New Zealand, see if there's actually any difference. All this stuff doesn't cost 2/5 of FA, but if you buy enough of it like this, you know, it soon adds up. 250 odd bucks, $260. I mean, wow. These are the thicker cutting discs. Once again, cheapest I could find. I think these were $6 for 10. So it'll be interesting to see if they actually work properly. Look at this, guys. Why the hell would I have brought that for? A USB cigarette lighter. I don't even smoke. What the hell do I want this junk for? That's what I keep saying. Beer, phone, Temu. Not a good mix. You end up buying a whole lot of crap. And last but not least, this is going to help me get my camera right over top of that angle grinder when I'm trying to cut my fingers off. It's a GoPro extension pole. $28. Says in the ad it's stainless steel. I'm pretty sure it's plastic. Once again, the reality of your product compared to the advertising is total shit. Oh, I found one more thing in here, my friends. Stainless steel zip ties. Have you ever tried stainless steel zip ties? $14 for 20. I'm going to try them out later and I'll show you guys how they work. $258 later, and Pete's got a whole lot more shit to add to his collection. Anyway guys, I'm going to review all this stuff later in the week. Keep an eye out for those videos. Might be something there you're interested in. I like that crane scale. Pretty awesome if you ask me. Looks pretty cool. We'll see you next time guys. And remember, Temu and alcohol don't go together. See you next time.